welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I achieve these brows, just keep on watching. Okay, y'all, so the first things first, you want to brush your brows up and comb them over so that you don't have any long hair sticking up. And then you follow the natural arch of your brows. As you can see, my brows are pretty much non-existent. So I pretty much trace where my brows would be if I had full brows. And I just fill it in. Once I get to like the corner of my inner eye, I pretty much stop and then brush it out so that it can have a gradient effect and it's not so dark at the tip of my brow. Now, if you have full brows, you don't really have to trace it. What you can do is just fill them in and then go ahead and skip to the concealer step. But you want to make sure that when you do your brows with the pencil, they actually look like brows. We don't want to rely on the concealer to make the brows look more like brows. The concealer is pretty much just to sharpen them up. So once the brows are drawn on, make sure that they have a look of an eyebrow, if that makes sense. So with the concealer, I just put it on a trinket tray, use the flat brush to rub it out. Now, if you get too much product on your flat brush, what you want to do is start away from your brow and then go towards your brow. What this does is remove some of the product off the brush so that you don't have the cakiness right underneath your brow, if that makes sense. If you want to be on the safe side, just try to put as less product on your brush as possible. It's better to start off with too little than to start off with too much, because once the concealer is on, it's pretty much on, and then you're gonna have to try to blend it out so that it looks well. The reason why I blended my concealer all the way down my lid is because I'm also using it as a base for my eyeshadow. So if you're not using it as a base, just make sure that you use a concealer that's closer to your skin tone, and you don't have to drag it all the way down your brow. Excuse T and them in the background. They're actually dyeing Easter eggs. We were getting ready for the day, so that's why you see them moving around back there. On this side, I started right underneath my brow because I only had a little product on the brush. But again, be mindful that if you're going to have a lot of product on your brush, you don't want to start directly underneath your brow, as it will cake up when you're applying it. And you do the same thing up top. You just have to make sure that you try to get the brows even. Now, like I always say, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So they do not have to be absolutely perfect, matching each other completely. Just make sure that they're symmetrical and they match somewhat. If you try to make your brows exactly the same, you're going to be concealing and redrawing for a very long time. As long as they look pretty much symmetrical, you're good to go. You want to make sure that you blend your concealer out. And if you're not doing full face makeup, make sure that the concealer is closer to your skin tone. My brows after my makeup was completed. I left a link in the description box for how I achieved this eyeshadow look. Don't forget to check that out, and thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.